Hello, and today I'd like to talk about dividing fractions. Let's say you have a fraction like 8 over 10. We can rewrite 8 as 4 times 2. We can rewrite 10 as 5 times 2. Now something magical is going to happen because we're multiplying 2 and we're dividing by 2. They're going to cancel each other out. So they therefore both go to 1, and we'd be left with 4 on top and 5 on bottom. And that would be the answer. Let's do some more problems. So in this problem, we have 12 over 60. So the first thing we can do is rewrite 12 in terms of 6 times 2. We can rewrite 60 in terms of 6 times 10. Now, what happens when you multiply by 6 and then you divide by 6? That's right, they're going to cancel each other out. And they would just go to 1. So then we'd be left with 2 over 10. But we're not done yet because we can rewrite 10 as 2 times 5, right? And what happens when you have 2 on top and 2 on bottom? That's right, they're going to cancel each other out. So we get a 1 here and a 1 here, and we'll just be left with 1 over 5. Let's do another problem. We have 250 divided by 25. Right, so what we're trying to do is cancel things out. Have the same number on top as the same number on bottom. I can rewrite 250 as 25 times 10. And then 25 would still be on the bottom. So we're multiplying by 25 and dividing by 25. That's right, the 25s would cancel each other out. 1 and 1, right? So we'll just be left with 10. Awesome. Now we have 250 divided by 500. Pause, take a break, see if you can figure this one out. Okay. In case you've guessed it, we can rewrite 250 in terms of 25 times 10. We can rewrite 500 in terms of 50 times 10. So now we're multiplying by 10 and we're dividing by 10. What's going to happen? I thought I heard it somewhere back there. That's right, they're going to cancel out. 1 and 1. So we'll just be left with 25 over 50. Question, are we done? No, we're not done yet because we can rewrite 25 in terms of 5 times 5. We can rewrite 50 in terms of 5 times 10. Right, so now we have a 5 on top and a 5 on bottom. What's going to happen? That's right, they're going to cancel each other out. This is going to go to 1 and 1. We'll be left with 5 over 10. And we're not quite done yet because we can rewrite 10 as 5 times 2. You still have 5 on the bottom, and if you have 5 on bottom and 5 on top, they'll cancel each other out. You'll just be left with a 1 and a 1. So your answer would simply be 1/2. Let's do another problem. So in this problem, we have 28 over 68. They are both even, right? So I know they're both divisible by 2. So we could, try to do 2 times 14, right? But there's an even closer number we can do. We can do 7 times 4. And 68, we can rewrite that as, it's divisible by 2, so we can rewrite it as 2 times 34. So now, we can further simplify. We can rewrite the 4 in terms of 2 times 2. And now we have 2 times 34. Those 2's would cancel out. We would be left with 7 and a 2 and 34 on bottom. Now, how can we simplify 34? How can we rewrite 34? Keep in mind, it is even. That's right, we can divide it by 2. Right, so if we divide 34 by 2, we get 17. So we have 17 on bottom, well 17 times 2, and we have 7 times 2 on top. So now, if you're going to multiply by 2 and then divide by 2, what's going to happen? That's right, they'll cancel each other out. 1 and 1. 7 over 17 would be your answer. So in this problem, we have 200 divided by 848. So we can rewrite 200 in terms of 4 times 50. We can rewrite 848 in terms of 4 times 212. Because we're multiplying by 4 and dividing by 4, our 4's would cancel, and they'll go to 1. So now we would just be left with 50 over 212. Question, are we done yet? And we're not done yet because we can rewrite 50 in terms of 25 times 2, and we can rewrite 212 in terms of 106 times 2. What happens when we multiply by 2 and divide by 2? That's right, they cancel. So we're left with 1 and a 1, and this would equal 25 divided by 106, and that would be the final answer.